Hey everybody. So, I know I shouldn't have done this, but I am a person with an eye for a deal, and I had spent all this money. Remember last year I had those snakes that I rescued, those baby snakes, and the three of garter snakes from the trap at my client's house. And I raised them, and then I let them go. Well, I spent like over $100 and something on the tank for the snakes and all this stuff, right? So every time I went to the storage unit again today, and I saw that I had this tank sitting here, right? And I'm like, what a waste to not put something in it. And Donna kind of missed the snakes. She liked the snakes. So I saw this guy on sale, okay? And I had a green iguana when I was a baby, right? When I was a kid, teenager. And the thing grew to be 6 feet long, and then we had to put it down. They only live 15 to 20 years. And so anyway, I saw these iguanas for real cheap. They were $35 at the pet store, and so I decided, to get one today for $35. I already had everything else I needed, and they eat fruits and vegetables and all that stuff. So I'm like, what the heck? Might as well grab this, because I checked around and nobody carries iguanas anymore. They're hard to come by. Now the guy said, "Oh no, we're not selling that to you." Oh, let me show you the iguana. I got an iguana today. So everybody, I was going to name him Dante, but this is Elvis. Say hi, Elvis. This is Elvis. He's a red iguana. Now, supposedly, here's the thing. So I saw this for a couple weeks, the iguanas. There was 3 of them in the tank, 2 brown ones or red ones and 1 green one. And I saw the price was so cheap, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty much what I paid 20-something years ago for my iguana, when it was about this size. So when I was in high school, actually I was in 9th grade, her name was Iggy. Well, anyway, it was a great pet. We had her for many years. She got so big, we just let her walk around the house, and because we had a huge jewelry tank for her, and it still wasn't big enough, and she just got along with the dogs and the cats and everybody, so we walked her on a leash, and we just let her lay on the couch and whatever, and so she became a member of the family. She was too big to put in an enclosure. So I decided to get this one. So then when I go in there today to get this thing, this iguana, right here, they said, "Oh, yeah, that's the green one sold. This is a red one, and it's $100." And I'm like, I'm not paying $100 for that. That's ridiculous. You said $35 on the tank, and there's 2 of them in there. They're like, no, there's only 1 left, and there was 2. And they're like, and it's red, and it's not a green one, it's a red, and the red ones are harder to find, and they're more expensive. And I'm like, whatever. So I ended up calling around and shopping around, and nobody carries iguanas anymore. So this is the last pet store that had iguanas. And I'm like, okay. So I went back and I talked to the guy again. He's like, oh, we didn't call you. He's like, I was trying to see if we had him in another place, but we don't. He's like, and you know what? We got good news. It's actually a green iguana. I'm sorry. Whoever told us they were red iguanas was wrong. They got green bellies on them, and this one does. So they're green iguanas. Now, I know iguanas. This is not a green iguana. So, because they thought that they were green iguanas, and they're really red, I got it for $35, but, actually $44 because I wasn't a club member. But this thing is a red iguana with a green belly. So, they get to be 7 feet long when they're older, and the green iguana is usually around 6. I had a green iguana for many, many years. This is a red iguana. So I prayed on it. I said, Lord, I want that iguana, but if you want me to have it, but I don't want to pay $100 for that. I don't care if it's red or green. It shouldn't be worth more than $35. And that's what it was marked. So how do they tell me it's mismarked on the cage? It's been mismarked for 3 weeks. So long story short, I got this thing for the money I wanted. I got it for like $35 or whatever. And it's, I don't know, it's 35 or 44 all said and done. And so that was a really good deal for this, okay, for this guy. So I couldn't pass it down because Don and I had already spent like $100 on this whole cage setup and everything last year for the snakes that we rescued. And so I'm like, oh, let's put something in it. So then when I saw the iguana, I'm like, iguanas make good pets. I always had an iguana growing up, and he was awesome. So I got us an iguana. And they're fun to play with. This one's quite tame. I was holding him. He doesn't try to run away or anything. The more you handle them, the more timid they become. And this one is actually a good deal because if it is a red iguana, which it looks like it is, I got it for half price. So they're probably going to be kicking themselves when they realize they had it right the first time. So anyway, I was going to name him Dante, but I like Dante, but then I thought Elvis. And so I think Donna likes Elvis better. So we have an iguana now named Elvis. So just wanted to share that with you. And now my battery's dying. So I have a dog named Maverick and an iguana named Elvis. Ain't got a pot to piss in, but nothing but the best for me, right?